Alright. I think we're all set. Welcome, Luke Skyrunner. Let me go ahead and unmute. Alright. We're live, by the way.
Hello. So you just got out of bed.
I did. What the?
Oof.
Literally, like, freaking no more than 20 minutes ago.
Crazy.
Meaning that
Yeah, it's long for me.
I had to get everything ready within like 10 minutes.
Hey, you did that though.
Somewhat. Somewhat.
For real. But good morning, everyone. Today, was the last minute kind of live, but hey, we
So,
made it work.
so to give context, originally I was supposed to be on like a trip today, but that had to be pushed back because one of my friends got sick and some papers haven't shown up yet, just to be safe, because I will be leaving the country for the day. So we postponed that trip for another time. But because of that, we didn't have time to like really sit down and discuss. Yo, what are we gonna do now?
Yeah. I mean, I did bring this topic up earlier in the week, but we didn't solidify it until last night.
Which
As
to,
for our side topics, though, those all came last night. Which I think we should talk about those first, probably.
what are we going to talk about?
The new episode titles for the anime, and then a little FNAF discussion.
I'm trying to find a GIF that probably represents us.
Right now,
Yeah.
real. Um, I just imagine it's me, SpongeBob, and Patrick with the city on fire.
No, but it's SpongeBob related. I'll say that.
I feel like that fits though.
It's SpongeBob related.
Got you, got you. See, I finished sharing that everywhere.
But all right,
Twitter.
since we got new episode titles about a fight that's gonna happen, which I'm be real, I do not give a crap about the gimmicks. All I care about is the battle itself.
I think the gimmicks make the fight more exciting, in my opinion.
Terrestrialization. I don't care for it. I never did. I'm sorry. You can make it as epic as you want. You can make it as cool looking. You can make it like looking like a spectacle. It's never gonna be as cool as transforming into a new form, uh, unleashing your most powerful move hidden behind you, or even turning big. You just change it a different type, and you have a crown.
I'm shocked you actually gave Dynamax some props.
Because realistically, like I never cared for it to begin with, but it's not. They at least made it. Galar made it a big deal to the point where it's like, and it shows up in all the gym battles and in the tournament.
Yeah, you can really go without terrestrializing in Scarlet Violet if you really wanted
That's
to.
the
I feel
thing
like that.
too. Like you could go through the entire game without doing it, and not. I did it, and nothing. I suffered nothing.
Yeah, like I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a need. For one, there's a limit. Like you have to go to the Pokemon. Or there's a limit with Dynamax too, but I feel like the limit's not as bad because at least every gym battle, when they Dynamax, you're kind of one of the Dynamax yourself, you know. Versus here, it's like, oh, you gotta recharge your orb every time, and it's kind of like I don't really care to do that anyway. Like I barely, I don't know, I barely bought it to Terra. It's the weakest game, but I think the battle, like, I do like these type of battles, like where we see gimmick versus gimmick. I always thought that was pretty cool. Like I really loved how Journeys handled that, especially with the PWC, where it's like, oh, you get one gimmick per battle. So pick wisely.
My
I love seeing people with multiple gimmicks pick which one fit best for
my
that battle. I want that in champion.
my only gripe with that though is the fact that only Action City realistically had multiple gimmicks. Everyone else only had the designated ones.
Nah, that's true.
Like,
Yeah, I respect none.
you mean to tell me we're going in this big competition, and when I got variety, like I would not mind the idea of Leon at least having like one of each, or even now he could introduce terrorization for like a prelude to Gen 10 or Gen 9.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would come in with Terra, but
Because I'll be real, Terra doesn't really break the format at all. All it really does is just change the move, which an ability already does at to begin with. Two of them actually, three technically.
and I mean it doubles your stab too, or triple.
No, it
Quadruples
like
your
it just doubles like the freak. Doesn't it just double like the power of like the said type your Pokemon terrestrializes into?
Yeah, so if you already had stab in that type and then you Terra, I think it's times four now.
Which I'll be real, I never saw any difference. I'll be real, I never saw a freaking difference.
No, I'll give it credit where credit's due. It got me out of a pinch a couple of times, but it's still not as big as the other games.
Like I said before,
Honestly, what us talk? We should do a podcast like going. I guess we're kind of doing that now, but I guess ranking the gimmicks maybe, or at least a subtopic of that. I mean,
the only issue is like the only. I guess my only issue with that though is like there's only like four mechanics to be honest. Like there's only four mechanics, so and plus we already know. I think we know what's gonna win already.
yeah, it wouldn't be a full pod. It'd probably just be like how we're doing now with these titles, like a mini before the main topic. But I guess I go ahead and get to the summaries while we're here. If you're ready.
Go for it.
Alright, episode 100, which is next week's episode. We are the Rising Voltax. Roy, Dot, and Ult end up battling the explorers at the Galar factory, where they have quite a difficult time against the Paldean Tauros that they've strengthened, but has been strengthened by strong spears. They observe that Tauros behaviors and try to find a hint towards how to overcome them. However, and what does Orla feel when she sees Liko and the others refusing to give up? So, I don't know if you've seen the preview yet.
I saw last week, not this week's though.
It's an interesting thing that happens in this week's preview. I don't know if you want to put this image up right now. I'm about to send it to you. I think it'll be pretty clear. But it seems like the Voltaxels are coming back. Like, there's a scene in this episode where Murdoch, Molly, Liko, and Roy, and Dot are all together. And it's Liko, Roy, and Dot in their current, like, outfits.
Just damn it in the time skip.
Yeah, and it seems like they're also on the ship as well. Yeah, I'll give me 1 second, I'll send that to you. Which means, like, I don't know, to me it seems like this is the episode where they're going to get the group back together, obviously. Like, the episode's called We Are the Rising Voltaxels, it's the 100th episode of the series. So, I mean, it makes the most sense. And it was kind of hinted at in the Murdoch episode that we saw that, you know, Katie was like, you should go back on your journey. I don't know what gets Molly to come back from Johto, but maybe she gets a call. Maybe Murdoch calls her or something. I don't know.
Well, no, like from what we saw, at least according to the subs and stuff, she wanted to come back, but only if they had like the airship back, because she didn't want to like travel on foot.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how did she get here so quickly though? Like, you know,
they're on a ship. They're on a ship.
No, do you think maybe at the end of the episode they get on the ship and then they go pick everybody?
They just go pick everybody up. Why is this a fucking issue?
No, I was just thinking like, cause think about it, it's 30-minute episode. They're fighting the Tauros. Molly has her moment.
Trey, time skips. This series did a 1 year time skip.
Yeah, so I mean that does make sense.
Jesus Christ, Trey. You're supposed to be the smart one of the group.
It's not necessarily that. I'm just thinking that's kind of quick.
You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much at this point.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, what I can freaking see, they beat up on the Tauros, which, what the fuck are they doing in Galar? Reviewer ships arrive. They played the theme song, and there's a montage of them picking one person after another.
Yeah. I do wonder what are they reacting to in this episode, bro.
They're reacting to fucking Ludlow as Mighty G. That's what they're doing.
Or maybe Lolo didn't make it through the
No, okay.
concert.
I'm gonna say this real. I'm gonna say this real quick. I don't care. I don't give a shit about that whole Ludlow died because of old age joke. I'm gonna be fucking real.
Oh damn. Well, we got freeze though.
Cause one, it just seems crude. Like it just to me, it just feels messed up. And two, the joke is just not funny to begin with. I'm gonna be real. The joke is just never funny.
Oh damn. I got you. Yeah. Let's hope he made it.
And Moses probably just in Johto, just doing like movie stuff, since we did establish he is a movie actor at one point.
A lot of people think that he was still on, like, living on the ship because it was his original boat.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck is he gonna do with a giant ship?
I guess he lived there. I don't know.
Also, realistically, if he still had that thing, then Art is a dead giveaway that he was with the Voltaclers.
Oh, you mean this picture?
No, like just in general, the idea of him having the boat and living on it, like, will just give a dead giveaway that he was what he is a rising Voltacler when they're supposed to be in hiding right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, not in hiding, but the reputation got ruined.
Yeah. Someone pointed out that this is a wild theory. I don't believe this, but they're like, oh, what if Orla is showing them her and Freeze's kid? I'm like, what the hell?
That okay, that's another thing too. Shippers, be realistic. Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, year passed, which is enough time to have a child, but I don't believe that.
the issue is that someone needs to be with you within that spam.
Like, I guess the theory is that they might have done kind of like how maybe with Kukui and Burnett, like she you know, it might have happened before Ash left, and then 2 months later, boom. So it might have happened before Free kicked the bucket. I doubt it. I don't think that's.
No, that's just.
We haven't seen this episode yet, but it seems like she's pretty much like she would be kind of taking care of there. It's a newborn. She would be rather taking care of him instead of doing what she's doing in these episodes. You know, it's highly unlikely. Like she'd probably be showing with the baby.
Yeah, like it would have been because like if we want to go with this two bag theory, one, she's a single mother at this point. She's a single mother trying to raise a kid.
Yeah, unless that's where Lolo is taking care of the child. But no, I doubt.
Honestly, I believe that more over the fucking Ludlow die of old age crap.
Oh damn.
Because I'm sorry, like I think the reason I just don't really like that joke is just like fucking, it's fucking rude, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially since it's only been 1 year, and Ludlow to me just doesn't seem like he was in that age gap where like he like warrants to die of natural causes.
Yeah.
Especially if he constantly turns to Mighty G. Dude has like another 50 in him at most.
50. No, I don't know about 50.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Oh man.
But like,
But yeah.
like the only like, I'll be fucking real. I'll be fucking real. I'm more invested in the fucking Roy Nemona fight more than the Orla stuff, to be honest.
Why?
Only because now, like, oh, now we want to focus on the adults from the Voltaclers. Now we care. Where was this care in the last season? In the season before that? In the season before that? Where was it?
I personally enjoy the season because they've been fixing the issue.
Here's the issue though. You're saying that meant that I had to let go of everything they didn't do in the last season. Like, oh, now they're using the old Pokemon. Why am I going to praise something that they should have been doing to begin with? Oh, now they're giving the other Voltaclers development. Where was this in the first season? Like, I'm not going to give credit for something that other shows have done better in the past. Like, I ain't.
I mean, here's the thing. I can give this season this credit, but that doesn't change my opinion on the previous seasons. Like, I still don't like those seasons because they did that. Like it doesn't. It's not like this fits everything. No, the last seasons was still did a pretty shitty job at that. But
It,
it's like I can at least give this season credit where credit's due.
yeah, I guess, but I don't know. To me, it feels like I'm just have to forget everything they did in the last season, pretend this is all new now. Which I ain't doing that. This is a story we're following. This is a fucking story, meaning that the effects you did in the past do affect the present day. And one thing I pray to God they don't do it's fucking Journey Horizons. I'm expecting already. They're not gonna be there for the final fight, to be honest.
The final, what you mean? Oh, you mean like against the Explorers?
The Explorers, they're not gonna be there for the final confrontation or anything like that. Like if they do that shit, then what was the point of us getting the band back together? Because would you not think they will want to get payback for ruining the reputation? No, we got Slane take the stupid ship again.
Well, look, I wouldn't prejudge it. Like you said, they've been doing good so far. Let's hope they keep it up. If they fuck up again, then oof.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, they've done this thing twice.
But they've been proven to be doing good so far. That's why I'm kind of have a little bit of faith. I have a little bit of faith.
I'm just saying, if that shit happens, I will not be surprised.
Yeah, me neither. But I have faith for now. Also, good morning, Luke. Or afternoon now, for me. But yeah, I'm excited to see the group get back together.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the group that they barely used it on last season.
Oof.
I'm sorry, but like, you want me to care about these characters now when you barely shown any effort to put any character development in any of these at all? Like, we literally just got our first Molly episode after what, 60 episodes?
Yeah, and finally answered that question about the Pokemon Center, which I feel like was kind of underwhelming. Like we all do it.
It took us a fucking time skip to finally get the answer, and even then the answer was everyone figured it out. Everyone figured it out. You're not hiding anything. You have the same haircut. You have the pink hair. You have the Chansey. You don't like going to Pokemon centers for why? I don't fucking know. At this point, at this point in time, I don't care. I don't care for Orla. I don't care for Murdoch. I don't care for Ludlow. Like I'll be genuine. I do not care about this cast at all.
I do.
The only one that did shit is dead now.
Yeah, sad.
Unless that's a fucking excuse to make these guys step up now, which, again, where was this the last 2 seasons?
It seems like that killing Free was the thing that they had to do to make everyone grow, which is kind of unfortunate.
We had to kill a good character to make the rest of you guys good.
Yeah. Kind of unfortunate.
I still don't like how he died, by the way. Like, I'll be genuine. I do not like it.
That's true.
And no, I'm not saying, like, oh, I want Free to stay alive. If you wanted to kill him off, that's fine. But have him kill off in a more meaningful way. Also, how long are we gonna pretend he's dead until realizing he's not really dead?
I don't know. I mean, they got the group back together pretty quick, so. And then there's hints that Amethio may actually appear soon. So.
Oh, I'm more or less saying, like, do we all really believe he died or not?
Oh, no. I think he's still alive.
No, I think he is too. I think he's still alive.
As for when we'll see him again, I don't know. I don't think it'll be in this arc.
I want him to show up with only one arm.
Dang, that would be crazy.
Something to show that, like, yo, he went through something big, and it's clear he did not get out that scathed.
Yeah. Like, what if they give Charizard like the kind of burnt up wings, like he always too? That'd be crazy. Well, not burnt up, but more or less like worn out wings.
Like freaking like it'll be like that one guy from the Dragon movie.
Dragon movie. How to Train Dragon?
Yes.
Oh, when he loses his leg.
He loses his leg. Which I did not knew that until I saw like a review of the movie.
It's funny you mention that because the live action movie was just released yesterday.
Yeah, I don't care.
You missed out on a good movie.
If I want to see the movie, I'll watch the anime one, which I've never seen before ever. Actually,
Very good trilogy.
I'll be real. I don't know why I never saw though. Like it's dragons. Who doesn't like dragons?
Yeah, it's DreamWorks.
Okay, that's why.
You don't like you probably tripping.
I don't know. DreamWorks to me, just like they don't. Like the few movies I like are the weird ones from DreamWorks, as opposed to like the really popular ones.
Oh dang, crazy.
Like I'm one of the people who actually likes Home. I'm one of the people who likes Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
I love that movie. It's Peabody and Sherman.
What other movies did they made?
I just watched Dogman, which is pretty good.
I like the. I actually do like freaking Shark Tale to be honest, even though it is kind of a weird bad movie, but that's why I like it.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I never seen any of the Trek movies though.
Crazy. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was peak. Oh man, I love that movie.
Never saw those. What other movies did they made?
Madagascar.
Never seen it.
Oh wow. Yeah, bro, you got some movies to watch.
Oh, it makes it feel any better. We watching them as an adult now. Now I regret never watching them as. I think you wanna know what the issue was with me as a kid.
Uh-huh.
I never went to like the movies that often because my mom and dad were always busy. And even when they're not busy, I never wanted to take them like asked to go to a movie. It was just that thing was like I don't want to like make them waste some money if I'm not gonna enjoy the movie. So I never want to take that risk. As opposed to nowadays I could go to the movies. Well, in 2 weeks when I can finally start doing that again. But still,
I forgot Kung Fu Panda. That's awesome, man.
Kung Fu Panda. They made Megamind. I know that.
Oh yeah. They have like a few like the Wild Robot was one that was really successful that came out recently. They pretty much drop bangers for the most part.
Yeah, I just never know why. I just don't know why I never watched them till now. Like I think it's just like as I get older, I appreciate it more now.
That's true. Monsters vs. Aliens. That's another weird one.
Oh, that one I don't think I'll ever get into, to be honest.
It's a weird one. That's one that I don't really go back to watch, but I enjoyed it when I was a kid.
I don't know why, but that shit just reminds me of the fucking Cartoon Network bumpers.
Oh dang.
To give context, I'm talking about fucking Yaguzi, I think. They replaced Toonami, like back in like the mid 2000s.
Oh, gotcha.
So to give context real quick, it was basically like this like CGI girl inside a submarine with a bunch of monsters, like a bunch of like weird looking monsters.
That's a very interesting memory.
Like, okay, imagine this. You're watching Toonami, and you see Tom, the cool-looking robot, basically going like, oh, like, sit right down, because some action's coming in with Dragon Ball Z. Only to switch is some fucking weird girl playing fucking jump roll with a bunch of aliens or monsters. Well, I don't know anymore.
No, that's real.
Felt weird. That felt weird.
That's real.
Anyways, enough about that. Freaking.
Next title.
What's the next thing?
Fight terrestrialization versus mega evolution.
Oh shit, we haven't talked about this one yet.
No. Liko and the others go to the Orange Academy to meet with Gita and Principal Cabo in order to tell the truth about the Strong School. They also talk to Jock, find out what the actual connection is between Requiem and Pokemon. Roy meets Nemona again, and the two have their first battle in quite a while. It's time for a fierce fight between two fighting types, Lucario versus Paramount. Few have been having an issue about Crocodile not being used in this fight, but I don't find this a problem. Like, yeah, I get it. Crocodile's been the one that's been fighting power mounts, but I feel like it's okay for them to switch it up this one time. You know, like if they're going to be the ones that have the 6v6 fight at the end of the series, then Crocodile could get his victory then, or could at least get his rematch then. You know,
So
like
my only problem with the same thing, Roy needs to catch 2 more Mons.
which he may catch one if he does end up getting the Rayquaza. Which I mean, that's kind of OP, but then again, it could be a test to show how strong Nemona actually is.
I would prefer if he just gets Koraidon, to be honest, more.
Over I want to try it out of Maridon, but it's just like how are they gonna put him in with so little time left? I really want to see them put him in. I'm kind of worried we're not gonna see him.
No, we'll see. I have faith because it's the bunch on legendaries. At the end of the day, they need to show them off at least.
Yeah.
Plus, we're still doing the whole paradox thing.
That's true. We do have a what's it called Screamtail Jigglypuff.
We got Screamtail and Diente thing, so and also, I guarantee you, we're probably gonna go back to Area Zero at some point to confront them again.
That's true. We only seen the past ones. Do you think maybe next time we'll see the future ones?
I don't know. It all depends what they want. Like the only one I know that they gotta show up is Koraidon and Miraidon. That's it. The rest, who cares?
Actually, on that topic of Pokemon he might catch, the Sandy Shocks. I mean, it's another electric type, isn't it? But
That's a fucking dirt electric type. Give variety.
is it electric? Is it electric steel?
Ground.
Yeah, that's a horrible. Oh, ground. Okay, cool. I was about to say if it's electric steel, that's horrible because he's Lucario.
But still, get variety.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if Ash could pull 3 flying types off.
No, the difference with that though, is that each of the flying types had a second trait to help them out.
Yeah. Well, 2 out of the 3 Overwatch Pokemon does.
And some of them were able to like cancel out some of the other advantages. Like for example, Talonflame wasn't weak to ice types.
Right.
Hawlucha wasn't. Hawlucha. Well, no, Noivern would still get destroyed. Noivern neutralized the electric type stuff.
Electric. Yeah.
And Hawlucha freaking neutralizes rock. Kind of, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think he's still weak, but because he has fighting type, he can stand a chance again.
Yeah, that's right.
But the point being is like they all had traits to help them out.
Well, ground electric is pretty solid.
Yeah, but still, it's a fucking third one, and plus you gotta worry about water.
True.
So if he has to get a Paradox Pokemon, that's what I'm saying. Give him Koraidon. Roy to me feels like the most fitting to get Koraidon.
Yeah, definitely. And Doc Mirai,
Plus, we gave Punky Liko a fucking legendary. Who's on to say we can't give the other 2 legendaries?
Yeah, definitely. Like they all kind of fit each other. Robacos, Liko, and the others. And then I guess Bulk gets the Rayquaza then because that's what he wants to do.
If we want to do that, let's go.
I still rather it be Roy, but it doesn't seem like Roy really has that dream anymore.
Well, no, damn, wasn't Roy's whole thing he just wanted to battle Rayquaza?
He wanted to catch it in the Pokeball, but he did that already, I guess so.
Okay, if we want to be technicality, he accomplished what he wanted to do. So technically, that Rayquaza is his in the same mindset as freaking Solgaleo.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Which, also, realistically, as much as it's gonna hurt, the damn Terrazine is gonna beat fucking Lucario, and I'm gonna be upset about that.
But it makes sense though. It's Nemona. Like.
Yeah, but
sure.
it's Mega Evolution though.
Whenever we get our rematch, Roy will probably come out on top.
But it's Mega Evolution though.
Yeah, but I mean, just because Mega Evolution means the most OP thing in the world, like.
Beg to differ.
Like you can give a bad trainer a Mega Evolution and they'll still lose. I'm not saying Roy's a bad trainer, but
Oh
he's one
yeah,
of the
yeah,
most.
there'll be the Trevor, but then we have the Alon trainers
Yeah, exactly.
who beat 10 Legas in a row.
Yeah.
I ain't let
I'm
that
saying
go. I ain't let that go. That was probably the most hype thing I ever saw in Pokemon history.
it depends on the trainer's skills, and Roy just isn't on the Nemona's level, so it'll probably be a really good battle, but yeah, it'll make sense for him to lose to me.
A thought just occurred to me. What if Nemona had Nidoqueen and Miraidon?
I'm thinking. Here's what I was actually thinking. What if Freeze the one who comes back with one of them? Because he's been gone for so long. This way they can be like, oh, I caught this while I was away or whatever.
My only issue with that though is freaking Karina and Miraidon are more focused on Paldea. We weren't in Paldea when Free disappeared.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. We have about a year and a half left probably of the series, so we got time. But yeah.
But
Overall, I'm excited for the fight.
if we want to be stupid, we could give Roy Koraidon and Nemona Miraidon, so that way they could have a Koraidon Miraidon
Oh,
beat battle.
that would be dope. I would like that.
And Koraidon beats Miraidon because the fucking dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah. And his last member, I personally want Golden Go. Like I know it's kind of random, but I feel like somebody in the main cast should have Golden Go. It's a special Pokemon. It's a thousand
It's the
Pokemon.
thousand one. I can see why. If we Roy, I guess, but goddamn, that's a stereotype. That's a fucking
Yeah.
stereotype. You know what this means, Trey?
He's cooked by fire.
He's cooked by fucking ground.
Oh, ground and fire. Oof. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I just realized that. Yeah, ground was. I mean, Kilowatts was okay.
Kilowatts is the only one that's good.
Dang. We can't give him. Ah man. I don't know. It's like I want to give him another Pokemon, but I feel like for how his team's set up right now, his next two Pokemon are going to be like special if he does catch two.
He's already said he's got a shiny Lucario.
And Captain Pikachu.
And Captain Pikachu. And Koraidon potentially. I'm weird. I want him to get Koraidon, and I think that's just mostly because, man, I love Koraidon. Koraidon, I'd say, is like one of my favorite Gen 9 Mons, to be honest. Like, he is my favorite one.
And it fits Roy like really well. Like the wild adventure boy.
Plus, fucking, people made a comparison already years ago, but goddamn, this thing looks a lot like Toothless when it's shiny.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hell, look what I did. I did a whole video about this.
No, I love it.
Like, just look at them two together. Like, doesn't that look right? Roy and Koraidon.
It really does. It really does. Give it to him.
Like, man.
Like, okay. If we want to be realistic, well, I don't know. Still, if Free would come back, would he get Captain Pikachu back?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, it's been a year. I feel like, maybe.
Here's what I think is gonna happen before like anything else. Before like Cap goes back to Freed. Freed tells Captain, basically, you got one more mission before you can before we're back together, Pikachu. And like that's to help Roy beat Nemona, basically. Like he lets Roy use Pikachu for a 6v6 fight against Nemona.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And during that fight, he realizes that no, this Pikachu in particular is better off with Roy more than Freed.
Yeah, cause like he's like, well, you're good on your own now, I guess. You know, type of situation. Like you two grown a strong and close bond where you don't really need me anymore.
I was gonna say, is there a Suimon we could give Roy? But I don't think there's any good ones that we could give him.
No, the only Suimon I can see the main cast catching is Nico getting his Shui and Growlithe and Arcanine, but I don't think she's catching any more Pokemon for being rare.
Dog needs to catch Miraidon.
Yes, yes, she's definitely does. I agree with that.
What else is there?
Uh, what, for captures or for the
Captures.
I don't know. Like, I don't really see any of the others catching the Pokemon too, like the ball tacklers. Like, I see maybe Lolo and Orla getting Megas maybe at most, but and then Lycanroc lose some weight, but that's about it.
I feel like once ZA comes out, we're more to potentially may get new Pokemon.
Yeah, like you got to think about it. There's a lot of Pokemon that are already here that can make it evolve. Like there's Metagross, Sharpedo. On the Explorer side, there's Glalie.
Yeah, but I'll be real with you. I'm more focusing on Roy, to be honest, for the 6v6 fight.
Oh, you want Roy to catch another Mega evolving Pokemon?
No, just on new Pokemon in general.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, I don't see him getting another Mega.
No, of course not. They make it clear, Megas are very important for the one. Anyways, because I'm already had the mindset that he's gonna catch a Koraidon later on. He just need a 6 member, and then we're good for the fight against Nemona.
Yeah. Which that's true. There's a possibility we could get new, like brand new Pokemon in CA. I guess only time will tell.
It's just fucking bugging me that this dude's team isn't as good against ground types.
Who knows? Maybe he'll get a damn a Feraligatr. I don't know.
You know what? Fuck it. Give him Feraligatr.
It kind of fits him too, actually. Feraligatr.
Yeah, but goddamn, that's a fucking dirt reptile.
Yeah, that's true. Oof. I don't know. Just come up with a new Pokemon Horizons. Give us Dawn Form, Lycanroc at this point. I don't care.
That would make no sense as we will have a Lycanroc trainer.
Yeah. Which, that is something else I guess we can mention. Does Lycanroc and Nemona, do you see it or no?
No.
No. That's real.
No.
Because, in the game she has midday. And we already have Murdoch here.
We can still have midday. It's not like they're rare. Dusk form is rare.
True. I guess it would be like a thing where we saw 2 different middays. Kind of like how we see the 2 different Mimikyus with Jesse and Acerola. Like, if Murdoch will probably stay fat and chubby, and we'll see actual good midday. Which is unfortunate, because I want to see Murdoch get
No,
better.
that thing's gonna get thin. It's
probably not going to get as thin as a regular midday, but it probably would. I hope it does get a little thinner.
When you said that thing on Discord, I generally thought it was like, oh, they were eating sweets and this thing ate a little too much, so it's bloated. But then the next thing, he's fine. I thought that was that moment.
Oh, when I said the card,
The freaking Lycanroc image of him being fat, I'm like, because he's on the ground, so I'm thinking, oh, he just ate too much, because it seems like they're having lunch.
Oh, you thought it was just a gag?
I thought it was a gag, like, oh, look at how full he is now because he just ate, and then the next thing, he's perfectly fine. I was not expecting that thing to be fat.
Yeah, no, I was hurt, bro. I was hurt.
But, like, what was I gonna say before that? Like, the only way I could see her having the Dusk is if, like, obviously, they can't, the show doesn't want to bring up Ash at all, obviously enough, and obviously he's not giving away his Lycanroc to anyone.
Yeah, no.
It could literally just be like, oh, this thing was first discovered in Alola, and now since then, like, not since then, but like, it's rare, but some trainers have them, but it's only those who are worthy for it, like who like can handle this form.
Yeah. The best of the best.
The best of the best, and Nemona is clearly the best of the best. So thus she gets Dusk form Lycan Rock, cause but they still need to show off that's from Lycan regardless.
Yeah. Like they can't just ignore it forever.
I think the only thing that's saving us from Lycan Rock, like it's not called Ash Lycan Rock. That's the thing. It's not called Ash Lycan Rock.
Yeah. And
It's
it's
Dusk.
quick. And they give you options to get it in the games like now, outside of just that one event like Rock. Like in Scarlet Valley sort of show you were able to get thus far. On tempo, the ability.
Are they the only issue with that? Are they wasn't it like in the anime? It was like some green light that affected like a rock class evolution.
Yeah, green light during dusk. I forgot what it was called. So it is a very specific evolution as well, but yeah.
Which again, freaking would have loved to have seen it had Pokechat not spoiled it.
Yeah, Pokechat. I love Pokechat, but man, Pokechat they do spoil a lot.
Cause I'm telling you this right now. Imagine the hype. Imagine how people would have been shocked by saying we've been saying it's gonna evolve to midday. People are saying evolve midnight. No, it's dusk. What?
Damn Pokechat, bro.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. We can't have that.
One more thing I want to mention before we move on from the titles is it's rumored that Vito's supposed to make a cameo in episode 101. I'm assuming maybe at the end of the episode, like kind of like
Like
Roy and Mona had their fight. Here's what Amethio's doing.
like a tease for what's coming up.
Yeah.
Like that feels Pokemon. That feels Pokemon. That feels anime in general, actually.
Yeah. So hey, we may see what happens for E too. I assumed that they were together because Amethio was also lost in the same area. But like you said, only time will tell. I guess that being said, we ready for the next topic.
So Trey, this is you and me right now.
Let's see. It hasn't updated yet. Oh. Oh my gosh. Crazy, bro.
Cause a decade feels like an eternity.
Oof. No, bro. Zeno called me I'm hurt. He called me old, bro.
But man, 10 years since we both begun YouTube.
Crazy. Which my 10-year like actual start date was on the 10th. When is yours?
Mine already passed. I know it happened back in like May 25th. I want to be correct, but I can't remember because unfortunately I deleted my old videos sadly long ago. So they're gone. They're lost in time now.
That's true. You should have. See, I didn't delete mine. I privated mine, so I can still go back and watch those adventures.
I didn't think of that at the time. I didn't.
That's real. Nah, I have some videos that I deleted that I wish I didn't. Like I remember I did like a Five Nights at Freddy's like thing with my cousin where we were pretending.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's long gone. Sad.
And
That's just private.
so to give context to everybody, the videos in question, at least the one from early, was just a let's play I was trying to do of a Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Quartz. And the reason I stopped playing that game is because two things. Number one, the game was very, very glitchy, to say the most. Like, Trey, for some odd fucking reason, they put the legendary in the third route. And it gave me a Master Ball to catch it. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
What happened?
Someone called. I didn't answer the call, but I didn't realize. But I heard everything you were saying about the master ball and the legendary of
You,
Route 3.
like to get like it was like this like really like tall pixie like fucking think of Jenny Wakeman from like My Life as a Teenage Robot because that's what Jenny looked like to be honest, but green. Level 70.
Well, bro, what? So I guess you couldn't even use it for real.
No, I
Like
could.
it obeyed.
It obeyed and everything, and not even that. Like there was like two other like the Kyogre and Groudon thing. Like we had like this like weird mini Slifer thing, and like I don't even know what the blue blob was. But they put Master Balls everywhere, fucking, like, and also another thing, fucking, I did not like most of the designs of the Pokemon in that game. That game looked, like, just looked terrible. Like, god awful. Like, that, I ain't, like, that's the only reason why I just went to Floor Skies for a little bit, but when my phone broke on me, I couldn't finish that game.
Man, so that was your first videos.
Cause originally my original plan was to be a gaming YouTuber.
Wow, that's crazy. So I'm guessing me and you kind of have a similar story where we both were going to do something different, but got inspired. Because how did you switch over from gaming to, I guess, anime?
I think what changed was so to get into like a little story real quick. If you guys know already, mostly Trey, someone I was friends with a long time ago, she told me that she was moving away. And when she sent that message, that generally hurt me. Because it's someone I really cared for. It was someone like I thought I'd be friends with for like years. And to find out that she was no longer going to be at the school, like, or even in the same town as us, it was me and my other friends, it hurt. So I took a while, like a week break, I want to say, from making videos. The only way I kept doing videos was actually making prediction videos, like just slideshow videos, which gave me my first like big video view count, to be honest, and that was the Ash Ketchum prediction video, or production video back it was called. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, that's a classic.
Where in the video in question, I put Blaziken because we were assuming Torchic was going to someone. There was that fucking Torchic that kept showing up, and when that happened, I think what happened is like because of how good that video was, like everyone enjoyed it, everyone like commenting it. It gave me an idea, like maybe I should talk about the anime. And then one of the YouTubers we used to watch back in the day made a Q&A. And in that Q&A questionnaire, I asked, like, would you ever consider doing videos with me if I get, like, not big, but, like, a decent amount of viewers?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we know what his answer was. He said, like, sure, like, I don't mind, like, I don't care if you don't have, like, that many viewers. I'm happy to help out any ways I can. And a certain YouTuber saw that question.
Oh, nice. Yep. Which that we'll say kind of more to I think me and you meeting for another day. But
We'll save that for another time. Um, but like, what made you what? I guess I should ask, like, what inspired you to make YouTube?
so since I was little, I always wanted to do like the figurine stuff. Which it's funny, I did 3 videos of those. Like I finally started doing what I wanted to do, and I just completely scrapped it. And I think it's just because of how old I was getting. Like I wanted to start YouTube a lot younger, but I asked my folks. They're like, I don't know. Maybe when you get a little older, when you get to middle school, which that's when I started YouTube. When I got to middle school, so like I was like really young when I wanted to do those toy videos. Cause I used to watch them. I used to watch people like I was so heavily invested. Like it was the best series in the world when this was kids playing with their toys. I forgot what the series was, but I remember he had a Pikachu and Piplup kind of as his main characters, and it was during the Diamond and Pearl era. because there was a lot of Diamond Pearl Pokemon figurines that he would have in it. Bro, that show was gas back in the day. If I go back and watch it now, I'll be like, bro, what the heck was I watching? But I always wanted to do that, so I used to collect figurines as well. The figurines I started collecting were in the black and white era, so a lot of my figurines are black and white and X and Y figurines. Which the interesting thing about black and white was they did something where they only had the uniform Pokemon be sold in the stores. Like if you go in the stores now and look for Pokemon figurines, you'll see all Pokemon from all generations. But I think because Universe was supposed to be like the soft reboot, you can only find Universe Pokemon.
Oh, because freaking Univa's whole thing was like it only had Univamons.
Yeah. So like I wanted some of those other toys. Like I was like, why can't I ever find Piplup, or why can't I ever find Infernape or Charizard? But it kind of made sense.
It's almost like we're focusing on the new generation.
Yeah. It was weird to me though, at the time though, because I was like, bro, is this all I can find?
I'm gonna say this right now: if you're not the Kanto starters, you're not showing up that often.
Yeah.
That's a sad truth, sadly. If you're not the Kantos, good luck.
The only figurines that I found that were not the Univamons back then were Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. But they were weird. It wasn't the regular one. It's like silver colored versions of them.
If I gotta take a guess, I think that's to promote the Gen 4 remakes.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe that was because that was at the end of Universe. So it made sense. I guess those were kind of still on the shelves, maybe. And I had an Ash figurine too, which that guy's gone. I used him for a school project, and I never got him back.
What the fuck? Wait, what? Okay, we need to hear this. We need to hear this.
Yeah, so we had a school project where we had to build like a little environment thing and like put people and stuff in there. And I had an Ash figure, so I was like, yeah, I'll just use this. Like it was some type of some type of science project. It was like we had to build an environment. I forgot what exactly, but yeah, I never got that Ash figure back. They kept our projects to put them on display, and we never saw the project again. So so long, Ash Ketchum.
So they never gave you back your project.
Nope. If I knew that, I wouldn't have put the Ash figure in there. But oof.
That seems shitty.
Yeah. To be fair, it was Univash, so I wasn't missing out on much.
No. Hold on.
He had a cool. I ain't gonna lie though. Univash has one of the coolest designs in my opinion. So I did like that figurine.
I also don't mind Univash for the most part, to be honest.
Oh wow, interesting.
Like no, the moments he fucks up, but I do like some moments he has, and Univash to me feels like was the last time Ash can be Ash, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. You got to explain that one.
Basically, it was the last generation where like he can lose, and it didn't really matter, to be honest. Like it didn't affect anybody. It's the last series where like he could just like relax a bit, like just enjoy the time he has with his friends. The last generation where like it's just mostly like he can lose a few fights here, but when he wins, he definitely wins.
Yeah.
Which is realistic for trainers. Like trainers lose all the time.
Yeah.
No one's perfect. Even Leon lost. Yeah, I'm sorry for that one.
Hey, he lost his first battle.
So, match, and we want to get into technicality. Technically, Brock was Ash's first battle, if you don't want to count Team Rocket.
No, I'm talking about Leon.
I know.
Ash's first battle?
Technically, his first battle was against Team Rocket.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Ash even says that we won our first official Pokemon battle.
Yeah, he was a winner.
But going back real quick, so
that's where we got the Pokemon rules. They only one at a time, right?
Yeah. What else is there? So, okay, I'll be real. When you were talking about that thing, I genuinely thought you got inspired from MJ TV when he used to do Pokemon Talk back in the day.
No, it wasn't Pokemon. I didn't discover Pokemon Talk until after I was doing the anti-Pokemon content. It was a kid. Like I'm telling you, he was young, bro. I forgot what freaking. I probably won't be able to find that series ever again. But like I said, it was Diamond and Pearl, and he told us he had a storyline. He had like 3 seasons, like 40, 50 episodes each. Like the Pokemon would evolve. It was like it was dope. I'm not gonna lie. But Pikachu and Piplup were like the main characters, which makes sense because Ash and Dawn, and then if you were at Poke Park, also had I don't know. It seems like Piplup is like Pikachu's best friend out of all of Ash's companions Pokemon. Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel. I don't
No,
know.
I think you're right. I feel like you're right at that point actually.
Yeah, like the way that they put Pikachu and Piplup together in almost everything, it really makes me feel like they were best friends.
Because yeah, I'm thinking to myself like Pikachu and Axew have moments, but I think that one was mostly Pikachu and like Scraggy and Axew.
Yeah, and I feel like they were more like big brother, little brothers.
Big brother, little brother at that point in time, because Axew fucking sucked.
Yeah. But yeah, so I finally, by the time I made my first figurine video, I had some Kalos Pokemon. The XY series started, so they started finally bringing back old Pokemon. So I had Kalos Pokemon, I had Pokemon before. I had a pretty good range of Pokemon, but also by that time, I was growing out of playing with toys. Like I was like it was still fun to do. It was fun to do, but I was getting to that age where it's like, all right, it's time to put these down.
Yeah, you get. I can relate. You getting to that point was like I wouldn't say playing with toys, but I guess like you were growing out of that phase. I guess.
Yeah, it happens, you know. Like you get older, you get more into video games, you get more, you know, as you grow up, things change. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Kind of hit around that time, so I made those 3 episodes, but I also made my first indie poke video that same time. So I did want to start that as well because I was watching X and Y content from that same YouTuber for quite a while. So I was like, yeah, this is something I want to do. So my first video was the same as yours in terms of indie poke. It was an Ash Ketchum team prediction. Which is kind of ironic how that's both our first kind of our first indie poke videos.
War prediction videos.
Yeah, and then after that I did Lamont and then Serena, and then I got into reviewing, which reviews went on from there to the end of Journeys. I didn't start. I don't know. I kind of got out of reviewing weekly for Horizons. Like, it's nothing wrong with. Like, I feel like reviewing weekly is kind of like I don't know. Back then,
I'll say this real quick. There's a reason why Zach changed his format from like once a week to once a month.
Yeah, like I feel like reviewing weekly just isn't a thing anymore. It's especially because in Horizons there's so much story that it's like
you have to wait for like episodes to connect with one another.
Yeah, it's not. You can't really just talk about, oh, this happened this one week. Like say if we were to review last week's episode. Okay, cool. Katie and Ligo's fight, and that's about it. You know, like, yeah. But yeah, but basically that's kind of the point. I still cover Annie-Poke though. I still cover Horizons. I think I'm more of a news guy when it comes to Horizons now versus doing actual, reviews.
And
I guess.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about our eras since we kind of talked about our origins. Like, we can talk about our eras of YouTubing. So what came next for you?
I'll say this real quick. What officially got me starting doing reviews actually was not to get too many details right now because we're gonna save that for like another time.
Yeah.
You actually inspired me to do reviews.
Really?
It was not long after we did our first collab. Like that day, actually, funny enough, that day, because I went to dinner. It was my dad's birthday that day. So I went to dinner with family, with my mom, dad, and like my aunt and uncle. And when I got home, they were in the living room, like, just chatting away. And I was in my room, thinking to myself, you know what? Let me talk about the episode that happened not that long ago. It might be a filler, but it's a good way to start. And it was a damn Rotom filler.
Oh man, find it funny how we both kind of started on some filler.
We unfortunately started on the wrong time. We started. You would think summer would be a good time. All right, perfect. Summer. Let's get started. Nope. 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 We gotta do a Rotom episode. We gotta do a Gorgeist episode, which that one was decent. We gotta talk about Chespin and Bumblebee working together. Anyways, so let's talk about real quick Buddy Errors real quick. Then, like, what do you want to know?
All right, so let's see. We started off with the, I guess, any poke content in terms of doing the predictions, then we went to reviews. For me, I mean, my errors were kind of interesting. I was still kind of branching off from just doing the reviews because I was doing Five Nights at Freddy's content as well at the time. So I remember I did a couple playthroughs. Those are still up actually. Those are pretty shitty. And I wanted to do like little playthroughs as well. I didn't want to be a gaming channel like how you set out to be, but I did want to do a couple like playthroughs here and there. Like I know I did Super Mystery Dungeon. I think I did Fire Red. Like there were a couple games I played, but in the end, I just think gaming was for me.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this quick question then. Mm-hmm. Would you be a gaming YouTube now or like a YouTube gamer nowadays, but casual?
I wouldn't do Let's Plays, but I still want to do Wi-Fi battles and stuff online. Like that. Like that's my thing. And the thing is, like I haven't done them in a while. For one, I still haven't gotten audio equipment I need. Like I still we're riding the capture card.
Trey, it's been a decade.
It'll come in time.
Like, it'll come in time. That shit is like $60.
The reason I'm not really like eager to get it now is because I don't really care about Scarlet and Violet.
ZA, it's coming out soon.
Yeah. Once ZA and Champions come out, then I'll probably get back into it.
Yeah, now I will more likely. 9 times out of 10, I will probably live stream my adventures in ZA. To be honest, or AZ or ZA, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, that'll be fun. See, now, I'm always down to join in for a Let's Play, though. Even though I won't do it myself, like, I don't mind joining in.
But just continue with your stuff.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I guess, really after that, it became strictly reviews all throughout Sun and Moon and then Journeys. But then Journeys is where we kind of started to shift out of reviews and, I guess, cover more just broad any-poke topics. And then now with Horizons, kind of a mix of just covering news and also I'm doing like these battle coverages. Those aren't going to be really as frequent. I like the any-poke stuff, like the Horizon stuff will be more of my main thing, but I like to cover battles here and there still. I think that's pretty much my whole YouTube lineage. Maybe if I look through my videos, I might point something out, but carry away, dogs.
I remember the summer after, like, it was the first summer when I started doing YouTube. I wanted to branch out a bit because I realized I don't need to talk about Pokemon all the time, actually. I could talk about other stuff that I love, too. Case in point, Digimon. Back in the day, I used to do Digimon season reviews of each of the Digimon seasons. And to say they are very subpar is an understatement.
The reviews or the seasons?
The reviews.
Oof.
Crappy audio, having long ramblings. Now, and here's another thing too. I said this on my stream a few days ago. I was more scared to vocal my true opinions of shows because I didn't know how people react. But nowadays, now that it's been over a decade, I don't really care anymore.
Nah, that's true. But I think you always voice your opinion, no matter what.
Yeah, but keep in mind, you're talking to a 15-year-old who's doing this in secret. He never told his family that he's a YouTuber now. Oh yeah, that's not me too. I kept the fucking YouTube thing a secret until I was like freaking 21. I'm assuming. Okay, I was about to say you got another call, didn't you?
No, I'm here. I just had to mute real quick because I had to wash this dish, but I think that's crazy because like my family kind of knew from the get go because I told them I wanted to do it. Like it was still like I don't know. I felt weird recording like when I was home and stuff. back then, I ain't like to. I don't know. Even now, I don't really like to record around people. Like I rather leave my own space recording.
No, that makes more sense, to be honest, because two reasons. Number one, you want the privacy so that way no like background noise will happen.
Yeah, like I think that's the biggest part. And then two, like I don't know, you kind of put on this. Like at least a lot of people say for me, they say, well, you have a different YouTube voice, and I don't really notice it at first, but I guess when you're in that moment, when you're in recording, like you do kind of turn on like the character in a way, like you're, you know,
Your persona it opens up now.
yeah. But how was their reaction when you did tell them?
My mom, had faith in me. Like, not in the terms of like being a big YouTuber, but has faith in like how safe I can be. Cause we grew up with like the whole idea of like stranger danger on the internet. So that's why it was a fucking shock to have like the fact that you and I start talking.
And Tiny too, yeah.
Every time I bring something up, you have to bring that boy in.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Tiny is. I'm just saying, like, we met him in a similar direction.
Yeah, but this isn't a tiny. This isn't a tiny show.
Oh, real. We'll say Tiny for that big topic.
But no, so like, also, I'm just kidding, by the way. I just think it's funny how you bring up Tiny almost all the time, though.
He's a part of the gang. Like, even though he's not here with us doing these, like, I still count Tiny as the part of our trio.
He is, but goddamn, he needs to be here to actually talk about him.
That's true.
That's the equivalent of bringing up my friends up when you have no relevance.
That's a good point.
Anyways, Tiny, good guy. Recommend him. Anyways, my mom just wanted to make sure I was safe. Same for my dad. My brother, actually, the oldest, he understood what I wanted to do.
Oh, he's supporting his vision.
He supported me, like, in the idea of, like, if you need space, I'll make sure mom and dad don't, like, bother you so you can do your stuff. Because this is around the time 2020 happened. When 2020 happened, obviously, we know the pandemic. That's when I told my brother I was a YouTuber. Like, I had my own YouTube channel and podcast group. And he said, oh, so that's why you always want to be alone in your room. Like, that's why you, like, you want to stay, like, whenever we come into, like, your room to do laundry, you're on your computer all the time. That's why. Like, he put the puzzle pieces together and realizes, alright, whenever you're gonna do your YouTube stuff, we'll be quiet. And to this day, they are. Like, but literally not that long ago, my mom came in to ask if my breakfast is ready, only to see me on my computer talking to you, and realize, oh, okay, you're doing your YouTube stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. So, I guess I do have something similar in terms of that. Because my parents knew about my YouTube channel, but my peers didn't. Like, I kind of kept that hidden. Like, I always, for the longest, thought it would be better to keep my YouTube life and my, like, personal life separate. Only recently I've been starting to really merge the two. Because, you know, yeah, I could promote my videos and stuff on Instagram, but I know a lot of my followers aren't there for my YouTube stuff. Like, I can guarantee you 90% of my followers don't really care to, you know, watch what I posted on YouTube. So that's why I kind of kept them separated. And only recently I was like, you know, if there are going to be people who want to see it, you know, I can't really say who's going to support and who's not without actually knowing. Like, you never know who's a fan of what, you know? So I've kind of merged into a bit. Like, I still have separate Instagrams and TikToks for my YouTube content, but I'm not afraid to post and promote. Like, when I hit 10 years, I posted on my main page, and it was a lot of love and support. So yeah, it was cool. I don't know. Back then, it was kind of like I tried to keep my life separated. Like, even with YouTube, I didn't really mention any of my personal stuff. Nowadays, even on YouTube, like, it's known. Hey, he DJs. Like, I don't mind sharing that. I don't mind using music now to kind of help my channel. So I think that was another interesting era of the phase of keeping them separate and being scared of the two joining to now embracing, hey, it's all of it is just me, so this is all I come with type of situation.
By the way, Trey, my Instagram account is gone now.
Wait, really? What
Yeah.
happened?
I don't know. They just suspended me again. And I did everything they told me to, but when I try to go back in, I think it's gone for good.
Oh man, that's so weird. I don't know what happened, but
I don't know either. They didn't give me specifics.
that's unfortunate.
But I think if you check on like the video you made for the final season, if you like obviously click my link, I think it's gone now.
Oh man.
So, rest in peace to that channel. I had that thing for a decade. The only good news is most of the photos I have are archived somewhere, so I have those at least somewhere.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, sure enough, your link is gone. That's great.
Rest in peace to that chick. God damn.
Man,
Well, that just means I gotta make a new YouTube, not YouTube channel, fucking Instagram account.
Goblin Master Reborn.
No, it's gonna be my own personal thing.
Yeah, no, I'll just mess up.
But damn it, so many memories are gone now.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm scared to lose my Instagram. So I don't really have a lot of my stuff backed up. Man, once it's gone, it'll be gone.
I think the only saving grace of like my stuff at least is like most of the stuff I posted was just like JPEGs or other stuff. Everything else though, it is archived.
Okay, that's good.
Cause yeah, like most of it was just like like images or like photos I caught online. Like just thought they looked cool and wanted to like I swear to God, that was the reason why my channel got just terminated, like not my fucking suspended or like deleted. That'd be stupid.
Oh, copyright?
Yeah, because I'm like, this has been up for like a decade now. You're really gonna get on me for like fucking this image?
That may actually be what happened. Now I think about it.
Woman nicer, they told me what the reason was.
Yeah. Dang, that's unfortunate.
All they said was I violated some rule. I'm like, what rule? Tell me. Give me reasons. Y'all can give me a reason?
I'm thinking about it. That probably is why you got suspended.
But still, though, like, the photos that I uploaded from, like, images long ago were over a decade. So why did it took them now?
I don't know. Maybe new copyright laws on Instagram. Like those images are old, but Instagram's always updating the new rules and stuff frequently.
Which, if that was the case, that tell me to get rid of it. Don't fucking delete my stuff.
Yeah, well, they should give warnings. I agree.
This is worse than the COPPA crap.
That was interesting. Which I've dealt with copyright on Instagram too, where sometimes I post DJ mixes, but they'll say, "Oh, your mix is you're using a song that is banned in these countries," and they'll just block it. But all I can do is just delete it. Like they don't delete my account, so that's the
How is a picture of Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan gonna get me in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not fan art. It's not. It's just a snippet from an episode, from the theme song where he's doing the pose.
See, I thought you were posting fan art.
No. Well, okay. There was some fan art I did post actually. Like I remember I uploaded like the Decidueye photo of him surrounded by Rowlets, because that's when Sun Moon first came out. And I didn't credit the artist.
Yeah, see, that's probably what got you.
But that was a decade ago. Tell me the fucking issue, and I'll delete the issue. Don't just say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Let delete jobs. About that, I don't know. I feel so bad. I apologize to our Italian viewers for that piss poor attempt at an Italian accent.
Hey, better than Chris Price.
You didn't do one.
Yes, you did.
You did?
in the very beginning of the movie.
That was him?
Yeah. When they did the commercial,
That was him.
that was him. That's why I was so shocked when I first started watching the Mario movie and heard Mario talking like that. I was like, oh my gosh. The trailer's awesome. He's doing great. Yeah, that was him.
Okay. What? Okay then. You learn
Yeah,
something
go
new.
back and rewatch that scene. That was the same voice actors.
Back to our YouTube stories.
Yeah.
One thing. As the years went on, I unlocked the ability to do live streams finally, and that's where we are now. Because
Yeah.
to me, live streaming is more fun than making traditional videos nowadays. To be honest,
I can agree. So, like, editing, it's just because of editing. Like, with live streams, you don't really have to put much effort in. Like, you can just kind of hop in and go.
and plus,
Editing, like,
I like interacting with the fans, like live.
yeah, that's too. Like, I love reading through our comments and, like, people are reacting to what we're saying. So, it brings up more conversation. And it'd be nice to see people, like, that you know or people that you see frequently. Like, hey, like Luke, for example. And Ace Trainer Leo. Like, it's good to see y'all.
But I will say this though, I do miss the charm of like making videos. Although there was that one period in time where I genuinely did not enjoy it. And it was only because it was for a series I did not enjoy either. Sun and Moon.
Oof. No, that was my peak. Well, I don't know. Journeys was probably my peak in YouTube.
The sad part is I think I did peak at Sun and Moon, but not for the reasons you would think.
Oof.
The League.
Oof.
The League.
Uh-oh. Talk to him.
Because I was on time. Lana lost. Rowlet embarrassed us. Like, out of anyone, I was the more freaking vocal, in my opinion, on the League.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't enjoying it compared to everybody else. Everyone else was like giving a high price. I mean, I'm like, no, I've seen better leagues.
Fair.
And if this league wants to do a story, fine, but tell the story good. Don't make Rowlet fall asleep and expect me to think that's okay.
Nah, that's real.
Not gonna lie to you, that still irks me to this day.
That wasn't a good moment. I can agree with you. That wasn't.
Cause like, you ate so much time with this stupid little joke. When you try to get back into the groove of things, the moment that's broken, it's broken at that point.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just like, just beat him already. Let's just move on. You wasted so much time in this moment just for like one episode quota. Yeah, just beat him. Yeah, whatever. Lana, you lost. You got decimated. I hated that. Kiawe and
Your personal. That was good. That was a good battle. That's just more a personal.
no, Guzma cheated.
Yeah, that's more of a personal.
Guzma cheated.
Hatred towards that one.
Guzma cheated. He cheated. More bullshit. He cheated. I don't know how, but he cheated.
Oof.
Glanio and Kiawe's fight, I said it so many times. The fight looks good, but goddamn, is it a boring fight, to be honest.
Which is crazy. It's not boring at all to me. I love that battle.
It's boring to me because it's two of Ash's big rivals duking it out, and they usually have nice interactions with each other. But this fight, I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't like at all like what I hoped with this. And this was a fight I've been wanting since Diana appeared.
Oh, wow.
Also, Glanyon cheated.
Ooh, nah, yeah, I can.
This one he did.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think that's when Pokechat Live officially like picked up.
Yeah. Man. You gotta like. I'll say Sun and Moon. Even though Journeys was like where like I probably peaked at. Sun and Moon was where I started to really get growth. Like Sun and Moon, say what you want about it, but I think that's where our channels really picked up.
It picked up for not good reason for me at least.
Yeah, he was great.
For me, because I got leached, Trey.
I remember the Lily fan. Was it the Lily fan? That looked like you essay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
And that's when I realized I had to delete that video because I knew for well if I kept that any longer I would get canceled.
Oof, I don't think so.
So to give context, after the league, I did a video about Ash versus Kukui, the 6v6 fight, because back then, and somewhat to this day, I do not like that fight back then at least. I do not like how it ended. I thought it was a very forced conclusion. I never liked Pikachu Z. The idea of giving Topical Go to Kukui was kind of ridiculous. I was not a fan of how it would end it. And I was very vocal around that time. And a few people got on my comic session, or like on the comments.
Shout out Lily fan.
And basically gave me like this essay of like how saying your opinion makes no sense at all. And I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't make? It's my opinion. Like what?
Oh my gosh, bro.
Like go ahead.
I have Sun and Moon fans are very vocal. I have a Sun and Moon fan that's like, now he's not like a bad Sun and Moon fan, but it's all throughout Journeys and even through some of my Horizons videos, he would always come on and just talk about how much he misses Dust from Black and Rock and how Ash's Black and Rock needs to come back. Like every comment that he made was about Dust Black and Rock, and I don't know, maybe it's because that was kind of like my channel's Pokemon, but bro. I was like, bro, Like and Rock's not coming back. Like, in Journeys it's possible. But in the Horizons videos, I'm like, bro, Like and Rock's not coming back. So I do hope it comes back with nemona just for you. Who knows, maybe he still won't be happy. Maybe he wants Ashes specifically. But man. Bro is like the biggest Like and Rock fan I've ever met, bro. I can look him up. If there's a way to search a word in your comment section, I could look up Like and Rock, and you'll probably see like 1,000 comments. Just from him asking for Ash's Like and Rock, bro. He's like, Trey, what do you think of this theory of Like and Rock coming back for this and that and that? And I was like, bro, good theory, but it ain't happening.
He sounds like those Ash Greninja stands from what it sounds like.
Yes, he's that, but for Like and Rock, bro. Oh my god.
So does that mean are we gonna get? So technically we already got Lucario stands.
Oh, we bro, they are literally pissing me off talking about, oh, Roy, this is this random weird post that came out of nowhere about how bad Roy's Lucario is trying to hype up Ashes. And I'm like, bro, we only had like 5 episodes with it. Like, what are you judging? What are you basing it off of? But that's a topic for a different day.
But yeah, like I can't remember what that paragraph said. All I know is the dude was not happy with what I said about the league or like the collusion. And to that, I gotta say this. My opinion. If you have an issue with the opinion, that's fine. But that's as I felt about the league at the time. If you ask me how I feel about the league, like the league as a whole nowadays, here's my issue with the league. I like the idea. I really like the idea of a tournament with Ash and his classmates. I just wish it wasn't the league. That's my issue.
That's true.
Because
I mean, I don't know.
And hold on, the reason I don't like this is because when a league happens, who am I gonna root for? Ash.
Yeah.
I want Ash to win.
I don't know. I feel like you would have rooted for mine.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I very much was. But I knew she wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like the league is like, I'm sorry, like you can make all these cool like matchups, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna have to root for Ash because I want him to finally win one.
Yeah.
And like the setting isn't that bad. For a league that didn't have any requirements at all to compete, there was still a pretty big qualification.
Yeah, it shows. You know, like the way if you look at how the especially the top eight, it shows who was meant to be here versus who wasn't.
And it was the Lilies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lily fans. Lily sucked.
yeah, very much.
But no,
Like
I'm
a
more or less saying like that battle royale division.
oh yeah, yeah.
You need to survive. You need first off, who said you need to make it to the top 16 amongst 151 competitors?
That is insane.
And
That's a lot of people.
most of these people are rocking Gyarados, Metagross, Salamence, Alolan Sandslash, Turtonator, Pikachu, 3 Pikachus, a Raichu, a Shaman, a Togedemaru, a Vulpix. Okay, Vulpix is not that interesting. Move up, get the fuck out of here.
Literally just survived by stealing wings and Gladion.
The point being, I'll say this: I can appreciate the league more as time progresses on for what it was trying to be, not what it wasn't being. If that makes any sense. I still don't like the league, but I can appreciate what it tried to do.
That's true.
Plus, it gave us the Ash win we've been waiting for 20 years.
Definitely. And say what you want, but it's clear that the Kukui fight was to show, yeah, that Ash was he was there.
No, I'll say this right now. I don't mind the idea of Kukui having Tapu Koko. I just wish it wasn't at the cost of his 6 Mon.
Yeah, and I get what you mean, but at the same time, when you look at it, Ash had Pikachu, Naganadel, and Incineroar left against that 6 member.
Well, but Sentinel went down already.
Oh, true. He faded. He faded out. But even still, Naganadel and Pikachu, like they kind of had to make it.
Inexperienced Naganadel against a Pikachu that's already fought in the fights a few times already.
Yeah, and at that, it's Pikachu. Like Pikachu is clearly a beast.
Look, I'm just saying, I would have preferred like if they wanted to give Kukui Tapu Koko for a temporary thing. That's fine. I'm just saying, don't hype up. Don't make it seem like he's gonna bring out a 6 Mon only for it to get dissed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you could have had a moment where Kukui just points at the fucking pole or like the fucking tower or whatever and said, "That's my 6 Mon for now." And Tapu Koko flies down and gets ready to fight.
Oh, you just feel because 6 Mon was this.
That 6 Mon got dissed. He got dissed.
Are we all in agreement that this probably was Trevenant? That's what I think.
Golduck. To me, it's a Golduck.
Oh yeah, I remember. Which I think would have been cooked. Naganadel, his Thunderbolt, and Pikachu. Yeah, it's over.
Although I think some people would like theorize it was going to be Pelipper.
Pelipper?
Because that one random episode, Ash went to Kiawe's house and he rode on a Pelipper.
Oh, shoot. Bro, that thing would have been destroyed. Oh my god.
Why would you save a Pelipper for the last Mon?
Yeah, the Kukui's not good. I like to think it was a Trevenant. Like, especially when we had that whole episode about how Trevenant helped Kukui start his journey and how that one died. Like, I would have thought it would have been nice for him. Like, this Pokemon was kind of gave me the reason to start this league. So this is my final Pokemon.
And that's the sad point. We're never going to know because that 6 member got dissed.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't mind it. I just wish it was done a little bit better. Like, you could have had, like I said, you could just have Tapu Koko fly across the skies and just have Kukui say, "Hey, can you help me out?"
It's not looking good for me, buddy.
Which, granted, that might be a little bit cheating.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, like, freaking... Like, look, the way it helped Kukui, it was fine. But god damn that poor 6 Mon. I bet you he wanted to fight.
Yeah. He was being saved and everything.
It'd be the equivalent if Ash was about to use Pikachu and Solgaleo came out of nowhere.
Ooh. Now that'd be horrible. That's a good comparison, actually.
Like Pikachu's been waiting to fight, and it's worse because Pikachu's outside the Pokeball all the time. So imagine he's getting to fight. Solar comes in. No, worse. Lucario.
Bro, I would have ran.
Ugh.
The amount of rage that would come from me, I would be canceled. I don't care, bro. I would have got canceled. Oh my gosh, bro. That would be the last video you see. Trey Man one rants about Ash Lucario.
Yeah, like there's the Masters 8 finals. Pikachu's about to go up against Charizard until Lucario like somehow leaps across the stadium and says, "Nah, I want to fight." And it's like, "All right, sure, Pikachu, get the fuck out of here."
Bro, honestly, I would give all them that moment right there would also give me more reasons to praise episode 30 of the Journeys, the episode Pikachu ran away because Riolu was taking the spotlight. I was like, y'all see this, right? And y'all hated on this episode. Come on now.
I still hate that episode.
I don't mind it. Me personally, I don't mind it. Now, yes, I can agree. Pikachu was a bit childish in that episode, but it was an issue that I was noticing, and then they actually acknowledged it. So it was like, okay, they see the issue. Now they're gonna fix it, right?
No.
No.
Pikachu acted like a bitch for no reason.
Yeah, it got worse. we got moments of Lucario standing there menacingly to G-Max Cheat Strike.
Lucario to me, Jenny, just feel like the Vegeta of Journeys, to be honest.
Wait, you're making that sound like a bad case for Vegeta? Is he plot armor?
No, but like Vegeta's pride. His pride gets in the way sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's true actually. The whole Greninja episode where he got bullied.
Like, freaking that moment you said about him like not moving an inch. That shit sounds like Vegeta. I'm gonna be real.
Oh man, that's crazy. I can see.
Because, like, not to give too much away, because you're watching Dragon Ball right now. Let's just say this. There's a villain Vegeta was fighting that he just scoffed at.
Crazy. Hopefully it's not handled like Lucario.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. No. Trust me. Trust me. It's not Super. It's Z. Very different.
Now, Super probably has Lucario moment.
Super has Sun and Moon moments.
Oof.
And not gonna lie, they're actually kind of funny.
Oh, nice.
Actually find out there's a baseball episode in Super actually
Oh wow, that does sound fun.
that came out around the same year. Wait, was it? Actually, yeah, I think it came out around the time that Sun and Moon did the baseball episode. Funny enough, I think.
The irony.
Yeah, cause like freaking, it was like, to give context, around that time we were like in like there's like in between arcs basically, like a bunch of random episodes before we got to the tournament arc, the Tournament of Power. And one of the episodes they decided to do was an episode where they play baseball, but it's Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Lord Beerus, Lord Champa, and a bunch of other fighters from the next universe playing baseball.
Oh man, that does sound dope.
And Yamcha.
It sounds like an ultimate baseball battle, like all these strong characters.
And Yamcha.
And Yamcha.
And the reason why Yamcha is on the team, and Krillin too, but Yamcha mostly, Yamcha plays baseball. He's a pro.
Oh man, I did not know that.
So he knows everything how to play the game.
This sounds like a fun episode.
It was. It very much was. One of the funniest. I'll say this. This one is probably the third funniest Dragon Ball episode I've seen since Goku and Piccolo driving cars.
Gotcha.
And you know how hilarious that episode is.
I was just saying that was a funny episode. I love that episode.
Fun fact, I don't have this game because I never care for it, but in Dragon Ball Kakarot, there's actually a mini game where you drive a car.
Oh, nice.
So they very remember, yeah, that happened. Let's not pretend it didn't happen because it was hilarious.
You know, I just realized something. My YouTube anniversary is also the day of my work anniversary, like at my job.
Oh, what the frick?
I'm so serious. June 12th. I just realized that. That's weird.
I guess on that note, I should probably also bring up to the fine folks here that next Sunday I will officially begin being an employee again.
Hey. Which,
After
hmm?
after months of looking, I found a temp job. It's not permanent, but at least it gets the bills paid.
That's all that matters, man.
Or at least a bill paid.
That's true. That's true. That's all that matters. But yeah, man. Anything else really on the YouTube stuff, or? Oh, I guess we can talk about the future.
I guess for the future for me, I will definitely continue doing live streams. I will try my best to get back into the groove of making traditional videos nowadays. Cause I wanna revisit Digimon and give them proper reviews again, but only this time give them seasonal reviews or like arc reviews, basically talking about the villain itself. Or like the arc focusing on the said villain instead of like the entire season as a whole. When ZA comes out, I do plan on live streaming that game. I will say this though, in terms of tournaments though, I think I'm sad to say I feel like that era of me is officially done now.
That's true.
Do you have any plans for the future?
Keeping up my Horizons content, probably doing some more battles. The next battle I'll probably cover will be the one we talked about today, being Roy and nemona. Let's see, nothing too spectacular. Spectacular. I do want to get in the live stream of Wi-Fi battles again when Champions comes out. Oh, I guess here's something else I can mention. It's technically part of my YouTube journey, but not fully. I created another channel. On this channel, I do kind of movie reviews, so I'll link that probably wherever on Twitter or something. But yeah, it's not a full channel where I'm gonna do like regular content. I'm just gonna do like shorts on that, quick shorts that I can upload on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So in a way, I'm just making one video and just posting on all three. It's pretty convenient. And then I'll probably also post some DJ content on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Trey, I went on YouTube, on Twitter. Someone, freaking, a more person that I can't read the name, but freaking, they said, is it bad that I really dislike this battle? And guess what battle they're talking about?
Dislike this battle. Are they talking more? So I'm guessing. Are they talking about versus Kukui?
Nope, you're close though.
Gladion?
Nope.
Oh, Lana and Guzman.
Nope.
No? Ash and Leon?
No, you're cold. You're very cold. You were warm, but now you're drunk.
Kiawe and Gladion.
No. You're hot. You're on the battlefield itself.
See, I said Kukui. I said Gladion. Lana and Mallow.
No, now you're getting cold again.
Oh, Ash and Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I forgot Ash technically lost.
Yeah, that's Ash and Hal.
And I'm actually seeing this like, I'm everyone actually doesn't like that fight.
Yeah, it's not really like even Sun and Moon fans like everyone can agree that that was a bad move on.
Oh, but I thought we love hilarity, funny moments in Sun and Moon. We didn't like that.
I mean, we like funny moments, but this was it's a time and place for everything.
So that's when Ash was twerking his ass.
That you look at that more him just shaking his butt, but clearly it was for liking rocks to or like rocker to use rocker.
The man is showing the man's ass. I completely do not care anymore. There are better ways to show off rock throw. You could have just had Ash throw rocks at Rockruff.
Oh my gosh.
He's a rock type. He'll be fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I did like that scene where Ash took on the rock throw in that episode. That was pretty good. That was good actually.
I like the episode where I actually do like the episode where he was training right with Rockruff though. Just the idea of like Rockruff sneaking out at night.
Yeah.
And Lana calling it a freeloader. That girl had no fucking filter.
Yeah, not at all. Lana was a dope character.
Now I low-key want to rewatch Sun and Moon again. Now, like just for the giggles.
That's real. Tiny said that too, actually, recently.
Like, it's been years now. Because I do want to give this show another chance. I am going to continue though this show trade. There are some episodes I'm just not going to enjoy.
That's real. Like, I don't expect you to enjoy the Marini episode.
No, I'm not gonna. I'll say this too. I'm also not really gonna care for the Ultra Guardian stuff, to be honest.
Oof.
Like, and the reason I say that is because it's a cool concept, but they don't really do anything much of it, to be honest.
I got you.
Like, for one, the sequence takes too damn long. I'm gonna be real. The sequence just takes too damn long.
Oof.
Like, it was fine for the first time, but, like, at that point in time, it's like, alright, we get it. Put on your uniforms, get the mission of the day, and fly off. Like do we really need to waste, like, 5 minutes of them hitting the fucking chalkboard, opening the gate, going on the elevator, going down on the elevator, seeing their expressions as if they haven't seen this already before, of, like, the uniforms coming onto them, Ash getting a haircut. Them arriving down, Lucy telling them what to do, the executors extending their necks, the waterfall coming out, them, like, you see what I mean? It takes so long.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
To the point where, like, the mission is only lasts for like 10 minutes.
Oof.
Like I'll say this: there's a few missions I do like. I do like the Stellar Sealer one. And I do like the Blast One and Circuitry one. I just wish Ash wasn't there. That's my issue.
Yeah. Nah, that's for real.
That's my issue. It's like, come on now. You could have had, like, this cool episode where, like, while Ash is doing his stuff in Ula Ula, this happens. And it could have been, like, a cool, like, moment where, like, when they meet up again, Ash has, like, the freak out moment, like, ah, you fun in Ultra Beast all by yourself, you didn't call me?
Because it does seem like he came home just for that, just to go back. Like, it was like, that was kind of weird.
It felt weird. It's like, wow. Like, it just felt odd. Like, I do like that one, though, despite Ash being there. Weirdly enough, I actually do like the Stakataka one.
Oh.
Kinda. And it's only because of that Pokeball scene where they try to catch it, but everyone gets hit in the head.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And Borgain. Borgain, weird enough, saved that episode.
I agree. I like when they do
side villains and stuff. Like Borgame was a good character.
Good character. What the what?
I mean, he was evil, but I enjoyed his character.
Oh, there we go. There we go. You like his character, but you don't like him as a character.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Very much.
Does it though?
It does. I enjoy his character.
Is it sad that I see you know what the sad part is? Borgame can be redeemed way better than Famba.
Oh, definitely. There really is no saving Faba.
Because, let's be real, Borgame, in the end of the day, he's just a businessman.
Yeah, a crooked businessman, but a businessman.
All businessmen are crooked.
Ooh.
Well, okay, that's not true. But no, he does tactics that are questionable at best.
Yeah.
Faba! Do I need to remind us all what he tried to do to Lily?
No.
And we want to forgive this guy. I'm just saying, if someone tried to make a friend of mine lose her memory, I'm not gonna forgive the person.
Yeah. I mean, and it's weird because it's clear no one likes him anymore. Like the one episode he did come back for, like when he made them tiny. Like even Kukui was just looking at him like,
What are you up to?
Yeah, like it's weird. Nobody likes him.
Like the only moment I liked on Faba was when he drew Rowlet.
Oh yeah.
That was it. And low key, that moment when he was playing on a Game Boy.
I don't remember that one.
It was in the Necrozma arc. All the grown-ups were like being lazy or sluggish or tired. But no, like I'll say this, like I would say that there were some things I will appreciate of Sun and Moon. Some things I actually will enjoy better. But there are some things I will say I'm not gonna really enjoy, or some I did thought it was good, but looking at it now, not really great execution for the most part.
Yeah.
And sad to say, it is the Ultra Guardian stuff mostly, to be honest.
That's true.
Like I was kind of okay with it back then, but now, like looking at a different perspective, I'm like, nah, this wasn't it, fam. This wasn't it.
That's real.
Kind of would have preferred if Gladion took care of all of the Ultra Bees instead.
No. I'm glad we got to see him.
Well, at the very least, let him join for a few missions. That's my issue. It's like, this dude wants to destroy them or like stop them, and you're not gonna you're gonna wait till the big crisis happens before he even stops by.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say this though, I like his Ultra Guardian design the most.
Yeah, and I also like how I like the conflict between him and Ash during that, at least, where Ash is more like he's more perceptive to Ultra Beast, while Gladian's like, we need to kill this thing.
I will say this. You saying that now, there was a big difference, because Gladion wasn't there, he didn't get a chance to see the Ultra Beasts for what they really are. They're just lost Pokemon at the end of the day.
Yeah. So to him, all he remembers is this one took over my mother and almost took Lily. So they're all bad.
Whereas, like, had he been there to help out, he would have known that most of them weren't here for, like, malicious intent. They were here because they were lost. Some of them just wanted a challenge. Some of them just wanted to go home. Others were a petty bitch. Veramosa.
I feel like he could have been there for at least like Pheromosa, because that one doesn't really help his case. Like that one was left to his pay. So
I think my issue with that though, I think doesn't Pheromosa appear after the Ultra Necrozma stuff?
I think you're right. Oof.
Like I would prefer all the Ultra Beasts appeared before Necrozma happened.
Gotcha.
Because isn't Necrozma supposed to be the ultimate Ultra Beast or something?
I don't know what. It's a special little Ultra Beast. I don't know if it's the ultimate, but.
We're talking about fucking Sun and Moon when okay.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on this long tangent.
I don't know, man. Like, I get that it is true though. I should really give Sun and Moon like the benefit of the doubt, and give it a second chance. Now the time has passed on. My only gripe though is like I need to finish. I need to get back to rewatching Into Why so I could go into Sun and Moon.
Gosh.
Because I don't think it's a good idea for me to watch them both at the same time.
Yeah, no.
I will say this though, I am looking forward to watching the Lana episodes.
I bet.
Except for the Joe Biden episode. She sure caught that one.
Oof.
But I think we can end it now. We're talking about fucking Sun and Moon when it wasn't even part of the discussion.
Yeah, you're right. I think we've covered everything YouTube wise. To be fair, I guess, like I said, we can give Sun and Moon credit because after Sun and Moon, that's when we started rising up in the YouTube field. So.
But alright. I don't know what we're gonna do for next week.
Oh, we didn't even discuss FNAF. But next week.
I was just saying, like we've gone long enough. I don't think there's a warrant for that now.
You know, I was saying, next week Secret of the Mimic will be out by a week, so it doesn't matter.
I'm thinking that maybe next week we go back to the tier list we were doing of Pixar films since we stopped at Toy Story 3.
Mm-hmm.
And finish that up, because the one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to leave anything left on what's the word? I don't want. I want to finish everything up, before we close things for good.
Yeah, I think that's good. We should go back to that.
Cause yeah, time has passed. We could jump back into that. We'll come up with other topics though within the week though. So with that said, folks, thank you for joining us. Was Pokechat Live last week, but this guy was doing. I don't even know what you were doing last week, to be honest.
I was out of town.
You were out of town. Lovely. Right during a final season.
Hey, you almost went out of town.
But I didn't.
Oh, BS. If you could have, you would have.
If I could have, I would have. But I didn't.
Anyways.
But I didn't, did I?
I appreciate everyone for tuning in to this week's.
See, Drake, this is different between you and me. I actually care for the fans.
Here you go.
Unlike you decide to skip town the minute I announce final season.
Wow, this trip was long planned, so.
So you knew I was gonna announce it.
No, not at all.
See, unlike you, Trey, I care for the fans.
BS. You would have left if you could.
Yeah, I would have. Okay, let's take a moment to talk about that real quick. Before we end things off.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
We're still in our final season. I want to clarify real quick. But let's keep in mind that both me and Trey here, we do have other stuff going on around our lives. Whether it's work or other personal stuff. But keep in mind, folks, that we always do our best to make it up to you guys in some way, shape, or form.
Definitely.
So we do apologize for like the week breaks we always do whenever stuff comes up or personal trips do come up. But keep in mind, when we come back, we do our best to make things up.
Definitely.
With that said, Trey, apologize to the fans.
Screw you.
Screw the fans?
No, you.
What did I do?
You would have left.
Yeah, I would have. I would have. I would have felt bad.
Right.
Trey, it's the beach during summer. What do you expect me to do?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, I did. We could do a fun vlog, but still.
Yeah.
We need someone to show up for it, and
Tiny.
no, you.
Oh.
No, Tiny would be there like 2 hours in advance. You would take 4 hours.
Oof. Well, I think that's it for today.
Apologize to the fans.
No.
Wow, you hear that, folks? Trey doesn't apologize to fans.
Here we go. All right, everybody. Thank you
To
all.
clarify, we love you all. Have a good day, good night, and good evening. We'll see you next week as the countdown continues for the final season.
Koga.
I'm gonna fucking kill you one day. You know that, right?
Koga and Kario. That's what we should have named our podcast.
Can I be Lucario?
Hell yeah.
Alright, good, good. I get the good one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Greninja win in the leagues?
Nope, he did not.
What did Lucario do?
He beat Garchomp.
Exactly.
Yep.
I say that, and when Greninja actually did compete, actually Greninja did more in the league than most of Ash's Mons, actually.
Yeah. By a long shot.
Should have won that league. He should have won that league.
Pokechat's ending, but Koga and Kario starting in August.
Don't give them promises.
No. But alright, guys. I think that's.
You all have a good day. And good night. I go get food now, and Trey go get whatever Trey does.